We're standing at the top of Mount St. Anne in Quebec. You notice your best friend is standing below at 1,724 meters from the base of the mountain. Wow. You take a cable car down from your mountain to meet your friend. The cable is 2,000. Okay, an angle of depression. Okay. Start drawing. Ooh, mountain. Don't get too carried away. There's your mountain. Ground. Friend. The friend is, you notice your friend standing below at 1,724 meters from the base of the mountain. That's my base of my mountain. We're going to assume that mountains are 90 degrees, so we've got 724 meters, and we're going to get on a cable car that's going to take us to our friend. And the cable car is going to go from wherever we are on our mountain right down to our friend. So here's your cable. Can't spell cable. Where is it? There it is. Cable car. And this is you, and this is base of mountain. So we have a triangle YBF. And we know that the cable car is 2,006 meters in length. What do they want to know? Notice how many times I have to read this question. I'm reading it like 2, 3, 4 times. You take the cable car down to the mountain to meet your friend. The cable car, find the angle of depression. All right, well, angle of depression is relative to who we're talking about. We're talking about you. So you, this is your horizontal. It's parallel to the ground, which means my angle of depression is the angle I have to rotate to be able to see my friend, which is there. Now, something to notice, that angle is not in my triangle. Not at all. That's a problem. So there's 2 ways of getting information about that angle. One is to use your grade 9 parallel line Z pattern. And your parallel line Z pattern said that when you have 2 parallel lines that are intersected by another line, that this angle will equal that angle. And the short reason for it that you used was TPT Z pattern. Okay, and TPT stands for transverse of parallel line theorem. Okay, so a transverse is the name that we give to a line that crosses 2 parallel lines. So that you don't need to know that. We'll just call it TPT Z pattern. Good enough for us. So we've now got theta inside our triangle. That's worth a mark, people. If I ask you for the angle of depression, you better show me the angle of depression. This just happens to be equal to that angle. But if I've asked for the angle of depression, you must show it to me where it is. That's worth a mark. So let's do some work. We want to know what that angle is. So I've got adjacent to that angle. I've got hypotenuse. So what uses adjacent and hypotenuse? I think that's cosine. So cosine of theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. So we need to use the inverse. And that will equal angle theta. So angle theta is going to be given by 1724 divided by 2006. Second function cosine, and I'm allowed to choose what I'm rounding to, so I'm going to take it to the nearest degree, so it's going to be approximately 31 degrees. So this is 31 degrees, this is also 31 degrees, and just because it's going to come up later in other questions, notice how that makes a 90? This in here will be 90 minus 31 degrees. So 90 minus 31. Inside there, that little bit there is going to be 59 degrees. Okay, that was a good question. We'll stop here and do the next one.